all of those who have known Stanley through the years, through Pasadena Independent School District. Steve Fleming will speak more to that aspect of Stanley's life in a moment, but I want to say now that he has been with the district for over 28 years, for 18 of those years at Parkview Intermediate, and for the last 10 years at Pasadena Memorial High School. I know that we have many of the students here today. In fact, if you're a student who has ever been taught by Stanley Oaks, would you just stand to your feet so that we can honor you today, please? Fantastic today, and I know Stanley would be proud of that. I've learned some things about Stanley, even though I already knew a lot, being one of his ministers for the past few years. Even though Stanley owned somewhere between 400 and 500 neckties, he did not own a single pair of jeans. Now,
that's the truth.
I don't know what to make about that, but Stanley said it was always better to be overdressed than underdressed. And so you guys today have honored your instructor, honored your teacher. And I also want to add to what Jimmy Herwick has said, an official welcome to this wonderful orchestra behind me, almost 100 strong, and then the choir above them. Could we just please welcome them today and thank them for coming to I also today want everyone from different churches in the area who has known Stanley in different ways to feel very welcome here at First Baptist. For over 30 years, Stanley was the minister of music at Pasadena Church of the Nazarene. And I know today that we have a lot of people who have known Stanley from that great church. We have others from other churches and other denominations. And then those of us who've been blessed to know Stanley these last few years as he has been a part of our orchestra and a part of our church here at First Baptist. And you know, anytime I'm in a setting like this where you have Baptists and Catholics and Methodists and Nazarenes and all these different denominations, Assemblies of God and Pentecostals and Charismatic and Lutheran and Presbyterian, I'm reminded of one thing. When we get to heaven, we won't have all these divisions. Amen? Man made these up. But when we get to heaven, we'll all of us who have Jesus living in our heart, we will be one, we will be united, and we will be worshiping God around the throne forever and ever. And that's where Stanley is right now. He just got there a little bit before the rest of us. And so today, we have come to honor a very special man. So anyway, from wherever you're from, we are honored today and grateful that you're here. I know the family has asked me to thank you for being here at Stanley's service today. We've come obviously to remember a special man, a professional musician, a beloved teacher, a faithful husband, a wonderful father-in-law, a wonderful son, a wonderful brother, and to many of us, a dear and a treasured friend. And we today want to honor his life. The family has provided a little bit of biographical information about the family aspect of Stanley's life that I would like to read now. It simply begins by saying, the love of Stanley's life was his family. He had 3 special girls who had stolen his heart. Debbie, who stole his heart and became his wife of 25 years, was a perfect match for him. Stanley and Debbie were gifted musically, and both have blessed many through the years as a musical team. God blessed Stanley with 2 daughters, Victoria and Allie, who also stole his heart. He was very proud of his 2 girls. Recently, another member of his family was added to his family, and that was when Thomas married their oldest daughter, Victoria. And Stanley was very thankful for the fine Christian young man that his daughter had chosen, and having visited with you a couple of nights ago, I can certainly understand why. And you have been a blessing to this family, and Stanley was so very proud of you. Stanley loved all of his family, and there was nothing that he would not do for any of them. He was always a good son and brother, and after losing his father and older brother, he became even more devoted to his mother, Donna Oaks, sitting here on the front row, who I've known now for several years. And Miss Oaks, what a blessing you have been to me and to our church, and to the Nazarene Church, and to so many people through the years. And you don't need me to tell you this, but Stanley loved you, and the 2 of you shared a very, very good relationship. I learned earlier in the week that when they were he was serving at the Nazarene Church, that every year in vacation Bible school time, they would collect the offering to give to whoever might have special needs. And there were 2 different teams. And since Stanley was the minister of music, he was responsible for collecting for one team And I suppose the pastor or somebody else was responsible for collecting money for the other team. And Stanley and his mom kind of teamed up, and somehow your team always won. But the family was telling me earlier that some at the Nazarene church thought there might have been some fraud there because of some of the way that might have happened. But the two of you were a team, and he loved you. And I'll never forget all the times through the years that I've gotten to talk to y'all between the services or after the services on a Sunday night. And you are a wonderful mother and a wonderful Christian lady. Stanley's also survived by his two loving sisters, Sharon and also Evelyn. And he's also survived by much extended